Hello, everybody. I'm Ken Newans of the Victoria Pavilion. Well, finally, Stampede Wrestling is back. The fans of Calgary have been deprived of top-flight wrestling long enough. They're back tonight at Stampede Wrestling, presenting the spectacular Valentine's Day Massacre.
Went to security yet?
Welcome to Stampede Wrestling. It would appear as if we are going to be back in what we'd call some bad company around here. Is that true?
Yeah, you're looking at bad company. Mr. Browning, Mr. Bath right here.
Hey, 2.5 years I established myself here at Calgary, and everyone knows my reputation, so I'll just leave it at that and let me go to my dressing room.
It's been a long time. Almost a decade since Sweet Daddy Siki was here, and now the sweet man is back.
I'll tell you one thing. These people are so lucky to even see me out here out west here. You see what I brought with me, eh? The ladies are just dying to see Sweet Daddy. They all love Sweet Daddy. Just look at me. This is your people's lucky day, just to see Mr. Irresistible himself. Look at my lovely girls.
Oh, right now? Okay. Welcome to Stampede Wrestling, with many of your old favorites back in town. Of course, it's your favorite and best known wrestling haunt, Victoria Pavilion, here on the Stampede grounds every Friday night. And right now, we're joining in progress the match between Mike Shaw of Saginaw, Michigan, and Antonio Rico of Milan, Italy. Antonio only weighs 218 pounds, but watch him lift Mike Shaw and slam him to the canvas. Mike Shaw weighs 300 pounds from Saginaw, Michigan. And we've reached about the halfway mark of this match. And with me, of course, the sports director of Cifa Vancouver, expert on wrestling, has been around the circuit for a long time, and that is David Pratt. And in your opinion, how's this match going, David?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say nice to be back here in Calgary. I don't know about the weather you folks are having out here, but good match. And Rico is Antonio Rico hanging in there much better than you would think. You know, you mentioned about the poundage difference. What are you talking about? Almost 70 pounds or so, and yet he still is able to, just simply because of the strength, toss around a guy who weighs 300 pounds like Mike Shaw.
And Big Mike, I tell you, is mean.
Well, I think that's a lot to do to the fact that he's not what you call really good looking. That's you've got to have one or the other, I'd imagine.
That's right, and he doesn't employ a personal barber or not one that has somebody manicuring his nails very often, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You can see him, that's Mike Shaw on the canvas, in case you didn't know. And Rico working him over pretty good right now, but there's Mike coming up with that big right club of his. He's been working that back over very good. Now watch this body slam. Ooh, 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 ooh. David, that has got to hurt. That has got to sting a little bit.
10 minutes gone match, 10 minutes.
I don't think as much as if it had been Rico that underneath
No.
it.
Oh, no, oh, not at all. Give him the fingers to the throat.
judo chop.
Right. This bout is at the halfway mark. It's 1 fall or 20-minute time limit. Antonio Rico slamming Shaw into the rope.
And for the most part, Shaw's pretty much had his way in this match.
Superior strength gave him the advantage there. The referee is Kevin Jeffries, pardon me. Kevin Jeffries is the ref. And Kevin Jeffries trying to teach Big Mike Shaw some of the rules of the game. It's a little late though, I'm afraid, ref.
Shaw hasn't been quite the same ever since he had to give up the ballet.
Oh my goodness. Referee Kevin Jeffries moving in there. Ring the bell, he's calling it. He is calling it.
Kind of thumb in the throat.
Yes, he did, and he is awarding the match to Antonio Rico. He's disqualifying Mike Shaw, and so Rico wins this. Yes, disqualifying Mike Shaw, but Mike Shaw does not take the disqualification
Too lightly
as he pounds Rico in the corner. I don't think Antonio right now knows that he's won, but it'll probably sink in later on. So Mike Shaw will stomp off to the dressing room, and Antonio Rico left in the corner of the ring, the winner of this match.
About 11 minutes or so gone into it. And kind of a strange twist.
Well, I could say Kevin Jeffries all of a sudden decided to take law in his own hands. We've seen him let things a lot worse than that go.
I'm sure Antonio Rico will take it there.
So there you have it. Mike Shaw and Antonio Rico, with Antonio Rico winning by disqualification after 11 minutes. Now let's go up into the ring, and David Pratt has a couple of very interesting guests. David?
With me right now, I don't know how much of a pleasure it is to introduce, but we have Bad News Allen on one side. Yeah. And over here, the irresistible one, Sweet Daddy Siki. Now, you've got a grudge match coming up later on.
Just let me say one thing first. First of all, I don't appreciate coming out here talking with you here with that ugly suit on. You know, you don't have no class, no style. You see Sweet Daddy and I, we pull up in a limousine out there, right? You witnessed that. But let me tell you, Beer Belly Sharecropper, something. Those two sons of Canada, I thought we taught them a lesson last week, but it's obvious that they don't have nothing up here but sawdust because they had the guts to go and sign another contract to meet us. But I tell you one thing, they're going to get it mutilated, annihilated, and downright assassinated because they're going to learn what black power is all about, and they're going to find out it firsthand from the Ultimate Warrior and the Ladies Delight here. Look at this man. He's beautiful. I could trust him. The other partners I had before, I could never take my eye off him. But I know one thing. Once I turn my back, I know the Sweet Daddy's got eyes back there watching me. Tell him, Sweet Daddy. Tell him.
I don't know how much more we're going to be able to take of this.
Tut, 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 tut. You know, I am Mr. Irresistible Sweet Daddy Siki. As you know, you noticed when I came in the building, Alan and I, when we got out of our limousine, our personal limousine, you notice how the people look because they'd never seen anybody with class. I came here, I haven't been here for 14 years, but I'm here now to teach you people what class really is. Tonight, we're going to destroy Leo Burke, Don Gier. Who are they? Well, let's put it this way. They're from Quebec. I never known a Quebec wrestler. A Quebec wrestler never have been a champion. He has no right to be a champion. What does he eat in the morning? He eats pea soup. What does he eat for lunch? French fries. What does he eat at night? Pea soup again. How can he be a champion? Here's the champions here, right here. And I'm too busy looking at my beautiful self.
Well, I don't know if I can take any more of this. We'll be back.
Sometimes I get mad at myself.
So there you have heard from Bad News Allen and Sweet Daddy Siki. They'll be featured in our main event. And we'll be back with another match right after these messages. We join the match between Bill Joden. That's the blonde bomber up there, weighing 234 pounds, wrestling out of Calgary. Jerry Morrow of Martinique, weighing 240 pounds. They're certainly matched well physically, and it's been a pretty doggone good match, David Pratt.
Boy, I tell you, Jerry Morrow has been working over that arm right from the opening bell. Joden, somewhere between a wrestler and a half biker, I think, at times.
The referee is Ron Hayter. Morrow is a pretty efficient wrestler. Has a good variety, I think, of holds and.
Yeah, very scientific.
Very scientific. I think he's been an excellent amateur wrestler in his day.
It's too bad that many of the people who are watching the show had not seen the first 5-6 minutes or so. As you mentioned before, Jerry Morrow went through at least about a series of 8 or 9 different variations of holds just off that arm alone, which is what we talked about, the way that he's been working it over.
And he's working that shoulder over pretty good right now. That's Morrow on the mat, but receiving the punishment, trying to reach for the ropes, is Bill Joden. He'll smash back on the mat, but now gets over the ropes. And referee Ron Hayter says, let him up. Or lets him up, but not for long. Oh, he missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, and he got a knee right across the back of the head.
He went for a flying scissor hold to take him down. Like you said, boy, he just missed.
Now Bill crashing down on that knee and now applying the pressure. This match, 1 fall, 20-minute time limit. We're at about the 7-minute mark right now.
Short little knee drop right to that knee.
Oh, now Bill, I don't think that's legal. I'll tell you, it hurts. Bill Joden from the top rope. Putting all his weight right on the inside of that knee.
And he knows that Jerry Morrow's had some trouble with that knee in the past, which is why he's got that half brace on it. And of course, that's typical. Joden going right
Hey! Kicked up beautifully to knock Joden away, but he's still in pain. He's favoring that left knee of his. Bill doesn't let up. Comes right back on the back of the knee now. Pressure on the inside of the knee. Just drives his full weight down on it. There's Bill Joden again. That's the entire intent, to work on that knee. Now he's taking the protection off the knee and is driving his knuckles into the side of the knee.
Oh, man. Morrow's got some loose cartilage kicking around in there. And, I mean, if you know anything about this, you know how much that hurts.
Drives in there again. Morrow had better grab a handful of the locks or something to get out of there. He's not going to last long. Jerry Morrow and Bill Joden. That's Bill Joden. Applying the pressure and smashing that knee, which is, you just heard David say, has loose cartilage. Watch this. Down on it again. Asking you, count of one only. Now he slapped him away.
Like opening up a bottle of pop.
And but he's right back down again as Joden just will not let up. Working that knee over.
Oh, watch out.
I'll tell you what, we had disqualification in an earlier match for less.
Hayter's been known pretty much in the past to
10
let a
minutes
lot
gone
go
match,
than
10
a
minutes.
guy like Kevin Jeffries will. I think Joden is very much aware of that.
Well, let's see if Morrow can get up and show any strength. No, he better. He's got a hold of him. You just joined us. You may not know that Morrow is not only strong, but he's basically an excellent athlete. And there comes into that arm smash and the head bonk. One knee or not, he really slammed into the ropes. Again, that old-fashioned cocoa bonk. Now he tries to pin him. Not quite.
Oh, look at this. Oh, a pile driver.
Yep, watch it. Watch it. Oh, right on top of the head.
Oh, that could be it.
Okay, ref. Just the count of 2. Now it's Joden. Comes back in the middle of the back with both elbows. Oh. This is something Bill Joden shouldn't do. He shouldn't get himself involved in an athletic contest with Morrow because he hasn't got a chance.
Oh, a flying takedown.
1, 2, 3. It's ripped. Jerry Morrow of Martinique has just won the pin over Bill Joden of Calgary. And as we stated, big mistake that Joden made was getting into a real basic athletic wrestling match with him because Jerry just has a lot more technique.
Yeah. Time on that 12:01. And the winner again, Jerry Morrow out of Martinique.
So Jerry Morrow of Martinique comes up with a victory, pinning Bill Joden. Okay, we got a couple of very special guests, classy guys that David Pratt is going to talk to right now. David?
You know, Ken, sometimes I feel like I'm in the middle of a George Lucas film, but here we go again. We've got Duke Myers on one side, Carrie Brown on the other.
You got a case of diarrhea, don't you? Diarrhea of the mouth. You know that, Turkey?
We'll talk to Carrie Brown first.
Hey, don't walk away from me. Hey, they sent for us down from the good old USA to come up here and take care of some of the Canadian trash up here. You understand what I mean? Get that thing out of my nose. Hey, the only time these Canadians ever need any help, they always come down to the good old USA to get it. Me and my partner here, you know, we come up here to get rid of some of this trash. You understand what I'm talking about?
Now, it's bad enough we have a hard time in here facing people like Phil Laflur, Don Gagne, and Leo Burke that we have to carry all you people. We don't have to bring our money up here to support you people. You support us. Now, we're the people that have to come up here and look after everybody up here, take care of the people that you put us up against, such as the names that I've mentioned. But I tell you what, there's one goal in mind for Duke Myers and myself, and that's that strap. That strap that brings that Canadian dollar to you, because when you have that, that's when the green stuff starts flowing. And
it's not even 6 bits yet. That's not even 6 bits of money, you understand, but we will take it when it comes to us.
Hey, you can pass us 71 cents on your dollar, we don't care. You can put us up against an upcoming star like Phil Laflur. Now, he's got a few moves you got to watch out for, because the last time I faced him, I creamed him. But he got a little lucky. He gets a little lucky now and then. I got to watch out and look out both eyes.
I tell you, sometimes you wind these guys up, they just don't stop. We'll be back with more. Enough.
I'll tell you what, it is difficult, mind you, to defend our Canadian dollar, I guess. At any rate, we'll be back with more wrestling right after this. Pass with current. I'm certain you're going to enjoy the entertainment they're going to provide. Up on the side of the ring, we have referee Ron Hayter. bringing the two opponents together, Carrie Brown and Brian War Eagle. It'll be interesting to see what Brian can do. The first thing he shouldn't do is allow Carrie Brown to get his hands on him immediately. That's a big mistake right off the bat. Come on, boy, he says. Come on. He came on. Carrie Brown from Kansas City. That little old Missouri farm boy. Trying to make good in a sort of bad way.
Well, later on in the show, you're going to get a chance to, Ken, you're going to get a chance to talk to two of the better guys in this business to talk to, and that's Leo Burke and Don Gier. Get a chance to talk about them, especially after all the nonsense that we saw from Siki and Bad News earlier in the show.
Your old buddy is back, I noticed.
Yeah. Carl Krupp kicking around the sideline.
All right, you've got Brian War Eagle in the blue trunks. And the big, muscular, punchy gentleman is Carrie Brown of Kansas City in the black trunks. He right now is having some problems because Brian War Eagle has him in a arm bar, and he's really working on that arm and the shoulder. Does it again. Brian's a real good-looking young man. Gonna have to put on a little weight, though, I think.
Been down to the gym for a while, work out. More concerned right now with this Carl Krupp and his briefcase. He says it's full of money, but I don't know.
The German mark right now is not as valuable as the Canadian dollar. So he wants to make sure it's not marks. Referee Ron Hayter asking Carrie Brown if he's had enough. He's had enough, but he's not going to quit. Slams a knee into the shoulder. Still got that arm bar trying to apply pressure. Now Carrie is, watch out. I'd say watch it, Brian.
Oh, there's a whole lot of Carrie Brown.
Oh man, oh man. And right now there's too much of Carrie Brown. And right into the turnbuckle. Not much technique to what Carrie is doing.
Whoop. Wow. Right down beside us.
And he also hit off one of the steel posts.
And there's a chair down here too that Brian kicked into as well, and he fell off.
Brian is up and will try and get back in that ring, and the referee Ron Hayter trying to chase big Carrie Brown away, and that's not going to be easy. Carrie says, well, if you want help in the ring, how about this? Ooh. And he slams him out again. There's no cushion down there. That's just cold, hard cement floor.
And again, he hit a chunk of that steel chair that's just sitting there.
I tell you what, you should put the chairs away when the wrestling starts.
He's landed twice on that right hand of that wrist area. I think that's what's hurting more than anything else.
Carrie helps him back in the ring. Now let's see what Carrie's
going to do. Suplex.
Suplex is right. Yes, Carrie is just going about his business, very direct fashion, not a lot of flamboyance. Baron Van Koop appears to be enjoying what he's seeing. He's sitting over in the far corner. He may get his lips later. Ooh. Off the ropes, got the elbow right in the Adam's apple.
Another knee drop right to that throat area.
Ron Hayter
5 minutes gone.
talking to Carrie.
5 minutes.
Now let's see what Carrie's going to do. Up! And the elbow right across the chest.
That's it.
That's it. It's all over. That did not take long, as Carrie Brown just too strong. Just too strong, too experienced for Brian War Eagle. And 5 minutes and 19 seconds. That did not take long.
That's all it took him. And Brian War Eagle is really hurt. Not only did he tear up that wrist arm part of his body, but he also, I think, jammed his shoulder on the last.
Right. He was never the same after he got thrown out of the ring and hit that steel post over there in that metal chair. And of course, Carrie Brown may get this.
Continuing to show a class act.
Oh yeah, Carrie says next time give me an opponent. 270-pound Carrie Brown. Pride and joy of Kansas City, Missouri.
I don't know if there's too many people from Kansas City.
We'll be back with more wrestling right after these messages. Gentlemen, welcome. Leo Burke, Don Gagne. You know your opponents just a few moments ago. Sweet Daddy Siki and Bad News Allen, and then out came Carrie Brown, and they're knocking Canadians. They said there's never been a champion out of Quebec. There's never been a proper Canadian fighter. They're also, they're knocking our Canadian dollar. We'll leave the Canadian dollar alone. But there are and have been great Canadian champions, and you two happen to be, I think, outstanding champions.
Well, Ken, I've never been intimidated by what anybody has to say. I've always said action speaks a lot louder than words. As far as the Sweet Daddy Siki and Bad News Allen, we're the champions, they're the challengers. Until they can prove otherwise, we're going to remain champion. As last week, as you witnessed here, when it was all over, this is when Sweet Daddy Siki and Bad News Allen 2-on-1 against my partner here, Don Gagne. However, it'll be a different story tonight. You people will remember Don Gagne and myself have been known to break the odd rules every now and then, but if they want to wrestle, we'll wrestle. But believe you me, if they want to turn it into some kind of a dogfight, we'll be more than happy to oblige to them.
Dan, you were blood streaming down your face the last time I saw you wrestle these people. You've got to have some vengeance in mind.
Well, I'll tell you everything I got in mind. It's not in mind. I got it in my body tonight, and we came here, me and Leo Burke, tonight for that simple reason, to take revenge against that. Now, Bad News Allen comes here and scream about everything. But, you know, in life, there's a lot more to screaming. You have to be able to do it. I know he's a big guy, but me and Leo have met tougher competition. We've had better competition than them. We know they're after the title, but there's still a long way to go. And I think that tonight, Bad News Allen, I got a surprise for you. I got some good news.
Good enough. Don, Leo, good luck, and thank you very much. There you have it. Leo Burke, Don Gagne. They'll be back in the main event. Your tag team champions. Well, we have a tag team match here, and you see two of those beautiful guys, Bobby Bass from Pampa, Texas, and the Cuban Assassin against Chris Pepper and Cifa Afy. Cifa Afy from Hawaii making his debut in the circuit and has been very impressive, and that is Bobby Bass, 242-pounder from Pampa, Texas, just flinging Winnipeg's Chris Pepper into the Angel, or the Cuban Assassin, and the Cuban Assassin moves out in the middle of the ring right now.
I tell you, this has been one of the better tag teams that we've seen. It's in many ways, again, so much has gone on in the first part of this match. But the nicest thing about this show tonight is the great crowd again. The folks from Calgary, again, great wrestling fans. They have nearly filled again the pavilion. And they have been boisterous. They have. This is their first real look at this Cuban Assassin, whose hair is done by Mixmaster, and he's been away for a while.
Should mention too that a very stormy night in Calgary, but heavy snowfall, terrific traffic jam. It was not easy to get here, and it, however, is going to be coming your way. Stampede Wrestling to Edmonton, to Vancouver, to Prince George, Kelowna, Lethbridge, Medicine Hat, Red Deer, Regina, Moose Jaw, and Swift Current. Make sure you check with your local television station and find out when the big show comes your way. Stampede Wrestling returns to Western Canada, and that is Bobby Bass right now picking up Chris Pepper of Winnipeg and flings him into the knee of the Cuban assassin.
That's one of their favorite tricks, that body slam right into the knee. They've been doing that at least 3 or 4 times during this this match. This is the first time that Bass, No Class Bobby Bass, is most column, and the Cuban assassin have worked together.
Now, I'm not the technical name for that very scientific hold that the Cuban assassin is using, but right now he's certainly stretching him. Uh-oh. That was Cifa Afy. Cifa Afy and Bobby Bass, who's out there right now, stretching Chris Pepper. Bass and Afy really have a feud going. They truly do not like each other.
Boy, talk about making an impression. This Afy out of Hawaii, he may not like the weather out in Calgary, but he's quickly become a favorite with these fans.
Got a fine build. Great torso. Now there's poor old Chris Pepper getting worked over. And the tag. In comes the Cuban assassin. And referee Ron Hayter trying to control things, but oh! A drop right on that leg. You can see referee Ron Hayter asking Chris Pepper if he's had enough. He certainly had enough, but he's not going to quit.
That's rough territory to be stuck in. Pepper's really starting to
right in that corner.
Feel the effects of it. Neither Bass nor the Cuban assassin would, we touched on earlier, you'd want to call scientific.
Oh.
But they are sure getting the job done.
Body drop again right on that leg. Oh, now Pepper grabs Bobby Bass by the hair. I don't know why I didn't grab a handful of the Cuban assassin's locks. That might have been an equalizer for him.
And what a tag team we've got coming up later on in the show. Again, this grudge match. Bad News Alan, Sweet Daddy Siki taking on Don Gier and Leo Burke. We've talked to both of them already. These 4 are up for it.
No question.
Talk about a couple of pairs that really don't like each other.
There's the Cuban assassin. He wants Chris Pepper right now. He's got him in pain, stretching, and he wants him to call uncle. Now there is Afy and Bobby Bass having words, and Cifa Afy coming right around the corner. Cifa Afy is technically an excellent wrestler also.
In the meantime, the Cuban assassin just holds on to that leg lock.
Bobby Bass just yells, break it.
Start to understand where he gets the nickname No Class Bobby Bass.
I tell you, Pepper going to have to do something to get out of there pretty soon. The assassin really putting on the pressure. Cifa Afy. Oh, there a good move by Pepper as he's slowly getting over that corner. Afy coming over the top grab. He makes, let's see, he makes the tag. The tag is made. And Afy comes in. And he wastes no time to go to work. And he's got the both men. A head smash. Down goes Bass.
Oh, no.
Oh. Bodies fly. Watch Afy at work. Comes off the rope. And he brought that elbow right up. Let's see. 1. No. Bobby Bass is in the ring. Got in there in time. Pepper is a terrible working over. Still doesn't know what day it is, I don't think. Oh! That will equalize a lot of, that'll equalize things.
What a drop kick.
Oh. That is for certain.
And it looked as if the Cuban assassin, after he had that flying takedown, against him from Afy. It looks.
Oh, look at this!
Small package. He's got him in a small package.
It's over! And there it is, Cifa Afy and Chris Pepper. Pepper running out of the ring and hugging Afy. Afy and Pepper have come through victorious as they came up with the pin. That full package against Bobby Bass and the Cuban Assassin, a very popular win. And I'd have to say this, that Cifa Afy really made an impression here tonight, and they win after 18 minutes and 8 seconds, and certainly a super match, Dave, and I'd have to think that Cifa Afy made a great impression here.
Oh, very much so. This guy's going to be around for a long time, and when you can see in the ring right now, these characters. Cuban Assassin Bobby Bass complaining about all sorts of tactics that didn't take place. Truly a good pairing, Chris Pepper, and especially this Cifa Afy.
No doubt, we're going to hear more from Cifa Afy. We're going to have more exciting Stampede Wrestling right after this break.
Ladies and gentlemen, there'll be a short 15-minute intermission, and we'll be right back.
We're joining the semi-final match. One fall or a 45-minute time limit. We're 10 minutes in. And Duke Myers in red, weighing 275 pounds, the famous Duke from Portland, Oregon, against the handsome, dashing Phil Laflur, 225-pounder from Montreal. And how would you see the match thus far, Dave Pratt?
Well, it has been all Phil Lafleur up until we just started showing you this. And Duke Myers is taking control, but I'll tell you, this Phil Lafleur, even though he's taking a few licks right now, continues to impress. He is so quick, and boy, does he have a contingent of followers.
He really does, and he's going to develop a tremendous following across the West. You can tell that. He's not very old and not very experienced, so he's really working a lot of natural ability. Right now, Duke Myers is also doing what he does best. Anything that might be villainous.
He's just an ugly guy.
But now Phil is returning the favor. And there's a judo chop that really decked him. Lafleur gives him a couple of dusters. Oh! Flying kick, really, that's the type of technique and excitement you can see from Phil Lafleur. How can he do this? He's outweighed. Uh-oh.
A reverse body slam right off the ropes.
Let's see it. 1, 2. No! Almost got 3, and Myers was just able to roll Lafleur off.
One of the reasons that this Lafleur can do the things he does, like picking up 275 pounds of Duke Meyer, is because this guy works out every day. They're on the road a lot, but he makes it a point of working out every day with weights, as well as going through an entire regimen of things to keep that build.
And he's already worked himself into the semifinal. That indicates how he's impressed.
Yeah, not only the fans, also the promoters. They pick up on this stuff.
He's a class act. A 3 weeks ago, he wrestled in the Forum in Montreal to 18,000 people were there. Place was jammed.
Well, he continues to work those knee drops.
The villainous Duke Myers. Just trying to stay alive in this match right now.
He and Carrie Brown, what a pair.
Very close friends. You can understand nobody else could tolerate them, I don't think. Now let's see what happened. 1, 2. Oh, almost had him. You notice the Duke, pardon me, is bleeding a bit. He's such a big man.
That high kick, somewhere along the line, as you mentioned, I think it's his nose. I think he's.
Yes, his
nice suplex.
Was that a great suplex? And again, the size. And ooh, he missed him that time. And that saved Myers, probably.
That's something we have not seen at all from Phil Lafleur.
And really no need of missing. His timing was off because Myers didn't move.
That was a big enough target.
That's right. How could you miss the guy? Bit of a bolo punch. Reverse kick. Let's try it again. 2. No. Lafleur is not saying much, but he's not too happy with referee Kevin Jeffries. Felt maybe off the buckle. 1, 2, and again he was able to pull around. You've been able to wrestle as long as Duke Myers. I guess you have a second sense when that count is coming. Got him in a stretch hold right now that hurts. Like he's paddling a canoe.
Trying out for the university rowing team, yeah.
Remember, Edmonton, Vancouver, Prince George, Kelowna, Lethbridge, Medicine Hat, Red Deer, Regina, Moose Jaw, Swift Current, Stampede Wrestling coming your way. You'll get a chance to meet Phil Lafleur. Now, let me, oh, you possibly saw, and I'm sure you did, saw Duke Myers reef the eyes of Phil Lafleur. Now a head bonk. That's how quickly things change. The Duke wants a little revenge right now. But maybe Phil was playing possum. Phil has had the upper hand, and watch that body slam.
He really throws his shoulder into him.
Doesn't he?
Whoa! Oh! Lafleur has fallen right beside us. He's knocked over our timekeeper, and he is hurt.
He's underneath the table.
He may not get back up. He's right underneath the table, right beside us.
Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you, he landed on that table. Now he's to his knees.
He's getting up.
He's getting up.
I don't know what's left.
Back into the ring. Our timekeeper is all right. Got to have a timekeeper in a match like this. Myers is not letting Lafleur get back in the ring. Kicks him back out onto the cold cement. Referee Kevin Jeffries putting the count on him. Al Duke hits him with a weapon that
that
forehead got much feeling. I don't know. Oh! Now Lafleur has pulled the Duke. They're out on the apron of the ring. And Lafleur is just pounding him with lefts. Ask the crowd if he should continue, and they urge him on. And now referee Kevin Jeffries steps in, calls the match off, and goes out to try and pull Lafleur away. Lafleur gets back in the ring. Phil Lafleur, 17 minutes, 1 second. And we'll have to get the official, but I think the referee has disqualified both men because they're battling on the apron of the ring.
And again, Jeffries is the guy who is pretty quick at doing that kind of thing. It's something that Hayter, you'll notice he'll let a lot of that stuff go. And I don't know, I don't like to agree with Hayter a lot, but these two aren't gonna quit.
And
look at this.
Lafleur is taunting the Duke right now, and so the crowd. Lafleur has got this place just jumping right now as they pound and roar and want Duke Myers back in the ring. And Duke thinks better of it. Duke is going to the dressing room. I tell you, Phil Lafleur, potentially one heck of a star on Stampede Wrestling. In fact, he may be there right now. We're soon going to hear David Pratt talk to that new exciting Hawaiian performer, Cifa Afy.
With me now, a great deal of pleasure in welcoming Cifa Afy to Stampede Wrestling. Welcome. First of all, you're from Hawaii. Is first chance you've been to Calgary? First impressions?
Well, first of all, I would like to say aloha to the fan here in Canada. And it's always a pleasure to come here to Calgary, and I know it's a little bit of snow around now, but I kind of like the snow. But I've been around the state, I've been traveling around the tours, and I know that right here they have a lot of talents here, and there are a lot of garbage, which we should have get rid of them here. That's why I'm here. I've been working out hard, and I'm gonna stay around here and get rid of all the rubbish that guys like Bad News Allen, Duke Myers, you know what I mean. And I'm looking forward to see, go to Edmonton tomorrow, Regina, Saskatchewan. And like I said, once again, I would like to say, hang loose and mahalo.
All right. Thank you very much. Welcome to Stampede Wrestling. And we'll be back with more right after this.
We're at the 9-minute mark of the main event, a grudge match, a tag team match. One fall, 60 minutes. Bad News Allen of Harlem, New York, and Sweet Daddy Siki of Greenwich Village, New York, against Don Gagné of Quebec City and Leo Burke of Moncton. It's the Canadian Tag Team Champions against their American challengers, and that is Bad News Allen right now with Leo Burke, and he's got him in a stranglehold right now in the middle of the mat.
I'll tell you the one thing that they said, the music that they played when they came out here is that we're not going to take it anymore. And when they started off, that's exactly what Burke and Gagné did. They went right after these two guys, and for the most part, controlled the match. But now suddenly, Bad News Allen has taken control himself, and Leo Burke is picking up the tab.
Thing is that they haven't been able to get out of Siki and Bad News Allen's corner. And Leo has been taking quite a pounding. A great veteran, no matter what, whether you like him or dislike him, and not too many people probably like him, but he's a great veteran performer. Sweet Daddy Siki, and he almost had a pin. Only Leo Burke's second nature and his great experience prevented it. Now he's got a neck lock on him. We're at the 9-minute mark of this main event. Last week, or the last show, a controversial end to the fight with Don Gagné, blood spewing all over the ring.
When Allen cut him up, and then earlier in the match before we joined us, Gagné went right after him, took his teeth to him, trying to cut open the head of Bad News Allen. Give you an idea of what a grudge match, which you talked about earlier, this is and has been.
And that's referee Kevin Jeffries in the middle of the ring, telling Sweet Daddy that the hold he's using is not legal. So it goes right back into that headlock. Leo Burke, Moncton. There's Bad News Allen being stood away. They boo, successfully make the tag.
No, I don't think Jeffrey saw it, though.
No, he did not, and he's pushing Gagné out, and there you see Bad News Allen spring right into the ring.
There's no tag at all. No tag at all between Bad News and Sweet Daddy Siki, and Jeffries, for some reason, is letting this thing go.
Oh! That leg drop. Bad News Allen now does make the tag. He is vicious, Bad News Allen. There is nothing nice about him at all. The name Bad News is accurate. He's been suspended. He's been prevented from wrestling in almost every center in the country. Keeps coming back.
I've seen hundreds of different professional wrestlers over many, many years. Bad News Allen, without question, the most dangerous man in the game. No question.
Unpredictable. You never know when it's all going to break loose, and you can't control him. Right now, Burke can't control him at all.
Again, with the choke, you can see how he just works that knee right in there.
Give him a boot, he said, and he gave him a knee. Slammed the side of the face right on the knee.
I guess you could call that teamwork.
Yes. Skullduggery like that, Siki and Bad News work together very well. Sweet Daddy, now Burke Picks him up. Oh. And Bad News grabs Burke and gives him an elbow chop right on the apron of the ring. Sweet Daddy Siki trying to shake that off and get back to the corner to get Bad News Allen. Now he's going to make the tag. He does. Now Burke has got to try and make the tag, but he doesn't know where he is. And Bad News grabs him by the trunks.
Got to see some of the judo that Bad News knows so much about.
Now Bad News goes to the top of the rope. Nobody encouraging him to do anything, and Burke moves just in time. And Bad News may have hurt his leg. Burke trying to get a hold of tag as Gagne does. Now Gagne's into the ring. Watch him go to work on both of them.
Oh, Siki just
Gagne has been vicious tonight. And out goes Sweet Daddy. Nothing sweet about that throw.
Well, Gagne told us before the match that he was going after them.
Now they're outside the ring. And Sweet Daddy rolling in, and here comes Leo Burke.
15 minutes on the match.
Oh, he's got him in a sleeper. He's got Sweet Daddy in a sleeper.
15 minutes as Allen and Gagne are battling. They're having a slugfest outside the ring. And now again he slammed Gagne. That's outside the ring. In the ring, Burke has still got Sweet Daddy in a...
Oh, look at this!
Gagne slid off a hold and slammed Bad News out into the ring post.
This is a pile driver into the cement.
Oh no! Into the cement, and let's see what's happened.
There it is!
Referee Kevin Jeffries in the ring is directing Burke to get out of there. And Gagne is back in the ring.
But more importantly, Gagne has just pile drive Bad News Allen right into the concrete, and he's not going to get up. He's finished. He's not going to make it.
He's a part of the cement right now, and that's it. It's all over. And Gagne and Leo Burke have proven victorious again. Don Gagne of Quebec City and Leo Burke of Moncton retain those beautiful belts as the North American Tag Team Champions. But at any rate, that has been the story, a wild conclusion to what was a very active night of Stampede Wrestling. Remember, when the show comes to your town, Edmonton, Vancouver, Prince George, Kelowna, Lethbridge, Medicine Hat, Red Deer, Regina, Moose Jaw, Swift Current, make sure you get out there and support Stampede Wrestling. I'm Ken Newans on behalf of David Pratt saying good day from Stampede Wrestling at the Victoria Pavilion in Calgary. Troop is watching it all. And now you've got Laflur in. This thing may get out of hand here. In fact, it may be out of hand as Laflur is out there. And Gagne is on the...
Stampede Wrestling is back, and you're going to see plenty of action. No more of that other kind of wrestling that you've been witnessing. You're going to see the real, legitimate knockdown, drag-out, street type of fighting.
There you have it. Whether you want it or not, Sweet Daddy Siki, the truly natural blonde, and Bad News Allen. Thank you.
Just want to remind you, of course, that Stampede